always great to start out the season with a win. I was encouraged especially by our offensive production, performance, and rhythm in the first half. I thought Taysom did a really nice job managing the game regardless of the number of miscues that were kind of happening around him in terms of penalties, etc. He was very resilient, he was very methodical, and 28 points in the first half was an ideal. That was something I was hoping to see. I think we lost a little bit of our edge at halftime as we came out, missing the one field goal early on. I thought maybe, again, added to our edge coming off a little bit, and then there was a really nice drive that was reminiscent of the first half later, which I really liked. And so defensively, managing the points was really good in terms of only giving up 10, and a few blue zone stops. I think 3 in particular, 2 on fourth down and 1 with the turnover. That was really helpful. Now things to improve on and to address: special teams play in general. Our coverage units, I think, can be improved. We had a couple of offsides on a kickoff, and so that's, I think those are just concentration issues. And then just clean play overall. I think some of it might be first game, some of it certainly might be aggressiveness, but in general it reflects preparation that they've received. And so my emphasis will be with the coaches and ensure that we can play hard and fast and violent and tough and clean at the same time. And that's something that clearly has to happen. Overall, a nice first game, a nice first win, and I feel good about it. Questions?
How important was it to get off to that fast start with the touchdown on the first drive, force a turnover, and score again?
Oh, I think it was critical. After you spend an entire off-season where you haven't played football, and an off-season and an extra day here in Connecticut, starting fast was something that I was really hopeful for, and we made an emphasis on it on both sides. So that was one thing that we actually targeted that played out well. And so I was glad to see that, and I think it was really a critical start to the game in terms of establishing the precedent of what the outcome was going to be.
Coach, can you talk a little about the production you guys got tonight, given some of the parts you're missing?
Yeah, we have an excellent offensive system. I've said that from the beginning, all the way back the first time I tried to defend it in spring practice as a defensive coordinator. There are a lot of moving parts schematically that make it hard to defend. When you now consider possibly adding another running back into that mix, when you start possibly adding another receiver into that mix, and then cleaner play with the supporting cast, especially up front, to what Taysom's already capable of, I think you can see the potential, and that's what's exciting to me. Not necessarily the execution collectively today, but there's absolutely the flashes of what this can look like, and much further ahead in the opener this season than a year ago. So this is a great point to start from. And again, the play, especially at quarterback, not only in running the football and managing the game, but if you think about how the ball was delivered and how it was caught tonight, that's a nice compliment that a year ago was missing, and the number of players that caught passes. And so we worked on that hard, and it's not like UConn doesn't have an excellent defensive plan, an excellent defensive coordinator. The assistant coach of the year, who's now getting a head coaching shot, they have a great idea how to play defense. And so I think that it was a nice start.